And good morning, Wave fam, from Tbilisi, Georgia. Today we are going on a walking tour.
Woohoo!
Okay, we have arrived outside of the old governmental bit. It's an old building. We'll learn all about this on the tour, I'm sure, but we're meeting up on a free walking tour that Ashley found.
Yeah.
And we'll probably link to it down below if it's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's check it out. Let's go. The tour is off and away. Here we go.
Misha is our tour guide, and he is like on the ball.
Yeah, he's on it.
Right
I
away.
can link in the description. But the first thing we realized is that it's not actually called Tbilisi. The city is called Tbilisi.
But it's spelled with a T, so don't be mad at us.
Yeah, it's a silent T. And also, the money is not Larry's, it's Larry's.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lesson learned.
All right, he's talking again. Let's pay attention.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. Yeah, by the way, you know it, yeah. So they cross themselves 3 times. And sometimes it's really very hilarious. Because when I ride in the bus, in the morning for instance, or in the evening, every day I ride next to a church. And half of the bus, like 50%, gonna turn next to the church, having these serious facial expressions, do the same gesture like half of the bus, simultaneously. In fact, Georgia is second most religious country in the world. Number 1 is Thailand, by the way. 93% of people here, they tend to be believers, or at least are believers, I don't know.
This church was founded in the early 1800s. In fact, really nothing here in Georgia is over than 250 years old. And the reason is its location. In the early centuries when Tbilisi was founded, it was part of the Asian-European spice routes. It was founded as a trading city. There were dozens of markets, but this building is not that old because it's been ransacked so many times by different invaders. So one that happened most recently was the Russians, and that's why you have so much Soviet influence here.
Our tour guide has warned us that this city is extremely dangerous, only for the reason that when you come here, you never want to leave. So many people have come and just never left.
Apparently it's ranked 3rd safest city in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know about that fact, but I mean, I certainly haven't felt in danger.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you should have, because Georgia is the country of wine.
That is the tamada, or Toastmaster. Apparently it's still a huge tradition here in Georgia to have parties and to have a Toastmaster hosting it, essentially. Georgians actually claim to have invented wine, and that statue is a replica of a centuries-old one that was found buried here. Pretty cool.
Now we're gonna enter the oldest bakery in Tbilisi. Down these stairs. There's like no sign.
So, no one wants more bread? Okay, so take it.
So he said this is tortilla. It's on a string. We've seen it in Turkey too, but here in Georgia, they put nuts on the string and then they dip it in grape juice and flour and just keep dipping it until it gets this thick consistency. And then each of the colors is the type of grape juice that they use for this tortilla. So I'm excited to try it. It's a sweet.
But don't fall
It's not too sweet actually. It has the texture of a Fruit Loop on the outside and the crunch of the nut on the inside. Really delicious.
The thing about this bridge is, during the Soviet times, during the Soviet era, Georgia was the most corrupt and the most bureaucratic republic of all. So after the 1991, when the USSR collapsed, we stopped getting funds from Moscow, from Russia, and we needed to find another way to earn money. So we don't have oil, gas, and minerals, and whatnot, and the only production still runs here is the wine production, but you can go along on wine itself if half it is being drunk by Georgians themselves.
Alongside the river that runs through Tbilisi, there are tons of cool architectural buildings. There's this giant bridge that we just crossed there, and it's really interesting to see how these things are actually part of politics. One of the previous oligarchs that was running in this place built a lot of these things, and then the second guy that came along was like, I'm not gonna use any of that stuff that he made, so he went on a mission to leave his legacy and his imprint in Tbilisi and built things like this.
They have fresh water fountains and things all around the city where we can just fill up our water bottles and go.
Okay, now we are headed up there.
To get to the fortress at the top of the hill, you can take a gondola for $2.50, which is about $1 each person, or you can walk up. We get to walk up because the line is way too big for us to wait. But these gondolas, they work until midnight.
Please have a little patience with me. Don't leave me, girl, don't leave me in the past, girl.
We have come to the fortress above Tbilisi. I don't remember the name in Georgian because, of course, Georgian, but roughly translated, it means small fortress. Why exactly small fortress? I don't know. As far as I can tell, it's the largest one around. But it seems to be in various states of disarray and ruin, although there is a large portion of it that is still pretty good looking. Like these stairs here. Give them a shot, Ash.
They look so steep.
Yep.
Saying about wanting to stay here. I'm really actually upset that we have just a few days here. Like, I wish that we had longer. So much to explore. Georgia, you are cool, and I didn't even know it.
Yep, absolutely.
I literally can't take you anywhere without you wanting to jump off things.
That's my natural state, is jumping off things.
Can't take you anywhere.
It's shaped in the letter T. It's Tbilisi. Once you notice this one, you start noticing them everywhere. They put them actually like under your feet, on the bus stops, even on the trash cans, so they are everywhere. This is the sigil, and you won't make a single step without noticing one.
A few things that our guide has said about Georgians that I learned is that they stay up very late. They get up very late. He said that they could have breakfast around noon. Old patios are a part of the social lives, and if you're sharing a patio with someone, they're part of your family. So if your neighbor and you are sharing a patio, they can come into your house, get a glass of milk, and it's totally fine. Interesting. Not a part of American culture, but I like it. If you shake those chains, you'll be back to Georgia. I guess one of the gods, Prometheus, was here in this area, and that's what the legend is. I don't know much more than that. In all our travels, this is something I've never seen before. A canyon with a waterfall and a river coming through it in a city center is so unique. So cool to bring nature into this city. I think it's awesome. And it's actually not dirty at all, which is surprising.
So this is the 100% Georgian technology of Katsiteli. White, dry wine made in Cuevris. So this is one of the most Georgian wines you'll ever find. Alright, so take a glass. Yes.
I'm gonna try some Georgian wine.
Alright, so
this is what Georgians make wine out of. They put it in the ground and they put the wine inside. This is kind of a small one. There are some that are so big that people can fit inside them to clean them out after they made the wine. So cool. This is actually what we saw when we were at the caves. Still inside the cave, broken on the side. awesome.
It's cha-cha. Yeah, cha-cha.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Georgian cha-cha is strong. I think they said, what, 50 to 80% alcohol content? That's like pure alcohol.
Yeah, it's brandy made from the leftovers of winemaking.
And it's everywhere in Georgia.
Galmar. Just. Galmar. Just. Galmar. Just. Ooh.
Terrible. That burns so bad. Not my favorite at all.
Real rustic buckle we got.
Our Airbnb host gave us this red wine, but this is our opener. I don't know that I'm strong enough.
No, don't do it like that. Here, let me. Okay. Yeah. Please stop.
You might not have wine tonight.
No. The secret is you gotta twist and pull. Otherwise, you're just gonna break something.
Oh, you're getting it. I can see. It's coming out.
There we go.
Woo!
I didn't want you to be like smash something and drop the bottle of.
You don't trust me.
No, I don't. You've broken things way too many times for me to trust you. You have not earned my trust.
So Georgia.
I forget how to do the toast in Georgian. You know, we do these historical tours and we love them, and we get the sense that we love an area, but we can never remember all the facts.
No, yeah.
That's why you gotta come and just, live somewhere for a little while. And honestly, I feel like we could live in Tbilisi for probably a good while.
I heard an apartment's like 150 for a month or something. Really cheap.
By the way, this place is an Airbnb that we moved to because the other one was horrible. So we'll put the link down in the description for that, and tomorrow we'll actually show you around it a little bit more. Way fam, we are loving Tbilisi. Ashley made a delightful dinner. I'm really appreciating it. Hun, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Slancha, and all kinds of different ways to say it. So good night from Tbilisi, Georgia, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.